You're thinking about going to school, but the very thought of it makes you nervous, anxious, and you're not sure if you can do it. Well, I was in the same position as you. I haven't been in school in 25 years and then decided to go back. And in this video, I'm going to go over some of the things that I wish I knew in order to better prepare you, give you the confidence that you need in order to succeed. So going back to school is not an easy thing to do, especially if you've been out of school for a very long time. And I've been in your position. I know what it's like. I know how nervous it can be. I know how much anxiety, how much loss of sleep you can have over going back. But believe me, you can do it. This is something that you can do even if you've been out of school as long as I have. Going back to school is one of those great things that you can do, and it's going to open up more paths and more career choices for you. So before you start school, you want to make sure that you have a comfortable place, a place where you can study, a place where you can do your homework, your quizzes. And one of the most important things is that you have multiple monitors. And I'm going to touch on this, why you need multiple monitors in a little bit. But multiple monitors are going to help you because you're going to have your homework on one monitor, your quiz on one monitor, and then your ebook, your notes on the other. And that's just going to help you tremendously. You don't have to go ahead and minimize Windows, it's right there. So the courses that I'm taking now are online. And what you're going to find is, if you haven't been in school for a very long time, that a lot of the material and a lot of the things you're going to do is going to be online courses. With continuing education and online courses, what you're also going to find is that you're going to be your own teacher. You're going to have professors, you're going to have syllabus, they're going to give you the material, but really it comes down to you, and you're the one who's going to have to learn. You just got to be well prepared and know what you're getting yourself into. At the end of the day, it's up to you to succeed. It's up to you to do the homework, to study, to do the exams and all of that. The teachers are there if you have questions, but really you are the one who's going to be learning. You're going to be your own teacher, your own professor. For me, the very thought of going back to school after being out of school for 25 years just gave me anxiety. And it was very, very hard for me to go ahead and say, you know what, I'm going to do it. I actually decided to go ahead and do it pretty much 2 weeks before the semester started. So I had very little time to prepare, and I was a nervous wreck. So I went ahead, I signed up for a couple of classes, and then the first couple of weeks, maybe the first 3-4 weeks, it was very hard. There was a lot of anxiety because I wasn't used to it. So after a while, you do get used to it, you do get in the groove of things. But, you know, if I was a little bit more prepared, I would have been having a smoother transition and things would have been better. One of the things that really gave me anxiety was the fact that right away I took a math class, and I haven't done math, serious math, in a long time, 25 years, like I said. So you kind of have to go back, especially with math and a few other things, and go ahead and relearn those things that you've forgotten about, because it's very important. And especially, like I said, when it comes to math, which is one of the first classes that I took, that you have the basics down. So those basics that you've forgotten, you're going to have to go back and learn those basics, and then apply those basics to the new material and jump off from there. So that was one of the things that I was like, oh my God, I'm going to forget all this stuff. I don't remember some of this stuff. And now they're going to throw me into the lions, and I'm going to have to figure it all out. You kind of do, but this day and age, one of the things that helps you is the internet. You can Google things, you can go online, and you can watch examples on YouTube, and that is a tremendous help. So that's a huge asset, the online stuff that we didn't have back then, 25 years ago, 20 years ago, that we have now. So that's going to help you a lot. So one of the things I think I did right when I went back to school was I took only 2 classes the first semester. And I'm glad I did, because the first semester is very anxiety driven. You don't know how well you're going to do. You don't know what's expected of you. You don't know the quiz format. You don't know the test format. So I'm glad I took 2 classes, because I did have to balance that with work. And those 2 classes worked for me. Make sure you pick a couple of classes. Don't go crazy, with doing 4 or 5 classes. Pick 2 classes the first semester. Pick some classes that, balance each other off. What I mean by that is, pick classes that are going to suit your needs and that you think you're going to do well in. In other words, pick a class that you think you're going to struggle in, pair it with a class that you think you're going to do well in. So start off slow, 2 classes. Then once you work your way into those 2 classes, into the semester, and you know what's expected of you, you know what you need to do, then you roll from there, getting that confidence. And you're only going to get that confidence if you do it the right way, right? So take it slow, 2 classes at a time, maybe a hard class, maybe an easy class. Do the best you can, get the confidence from those 2 classes, learn what you need to learn as far as what's what the professors demand from you. One of the very important things too is to stick to a schedule. You want to go ahead and make sure that if you're going to do homework Monday and Tuesday for class A, Wednesday and Thursday you do homework for class B. Stick to that schedule. Don't say, oh, you know what, I don't have time today, I'm going to do it over the weekend. It's very hard to do things over the weekend when you have kids, you have a family. So stick to a schedule and get it done. Don't procrastinate, just get it done. That's very important. Once you develop a schedule and you're getting into the groove of things, you're going to find that it's just going to go a lot smoother. Once you develop a schedule and a sense of what the professor is looking for, and you have your first quiz and your first test under your belt, you're going to feel a lot more confident that you can do it. And really, all it comes down to is read the syllabus. It's very important what they want. It's very important that you do what the syllabus says. And it's very important that you do all the homework and everything that's expected out of you. And if you do that, you have a good shot of passing. And that's really what is important. To do what the syllabus says, to do what the professors are expecting. Read the syllabus, get familiar with what the professor wants you to do, and do it. And at the end of the day, it's all about you. Nobody else. You're the only person that's stopping you from progressing, and you're the only person that can go ahead and make it work. Because of the unknown and the uncertainty of going back to school, it's natural to have anxiety. It's natural to doubt yourself. It's natural to think you're not going to be able to do it. But you can and you will do it. I've done it. I'm continuing to do it. I'm still finishing my degree. And I'm here to say that if I can do it after 25 years, I know you can do it. It's all about applying yourself and preparing yourself. So when it comes to quizzes, you're going to be very anxious and you're going to be very worried about your first quiz. But the good news is a lot of these professors give you a couple of chances to take the quiz. So if you fail the first time, you can go ahead and take it the second time. And what they do is they'll take the best grade or they average both grades into a new grade. So don't be afraid to take the quiz, because you can always go back on most classes. You can always go back and retake it. Same thing for the homework. The homework, they'll give you 3-4 tries. So don't feel bad about that as well, because everything is done online. And if you do the homework and you don't pass it or you don't have a good grade the first time, you can actually go back and redo some of the homework and until you get a good grade. The school actually tries very hard to make sure that you pass by giving you multiple tries on homeworks, multiple tries on quizzes, and sometimes even the test. So when you do the homework, when you do the quizzes, when you do the test, just remember that you might have more than one chance. Take advantage of that. So if you do your homework and you have an 80, go for the 100, because at the end of the semester, that's going to help you if you get a good grade overall on your homework. Together, combined with the quizzes, combined with the tests, that's going to help you. So if you're good at the homework, but you're not so good at the tests, make sure you do the homework a couple of times. Make sure you get that good grade on the homework, and that's going to help you if you're not very good at the tests, right? So do your best. Take advantage of those chances. So in the beginning, I wanted to get the traditional book, but what I found is that the ebook actually helped me a lot more. And what I mean by that is you can go to ebook, search any subject. So when you're taking the quiz, it's a lot easier to go through the book, search. You can actually highlight on the ebook, and you don't have to flip pages. That saves you a tremendous amount of time, because a lot of these tests, a lot of these quizzes, sometimes they time. In the beginning, I was more moving towards buying the hardcover book, because when I went to school, that's what I had. But what I found was that the ebook was actually more beneficial to me, and it helped me more, because now when I'm taking a quiz, I'm taking a test, it's mostly open book, and you can go ahead and search quicker on the ebook. On the ebook, you can also highlight. You can move around the ebook a lot faster than you would on a traditional book. So if you can save time by not flipping through a hardcover book, that's going to help you a lot. Take some of the anxiety out. My recommendation is, if you want to get both, sometimes if you buy the hardcover, they give you the ebook. Sometimes you just have the option of one or the other. I would recommend that you get the ebook. I just think that it makes it a lot easier for you to search through the ebook, search through your notes, and get the answer you're looking for. Another thing that has helped me tremendously was to have multiple monitors. So I have 3 monitors. I have a monitor with my ebook on one, my quiz or homework on the other, and any other notes that I might have on the other monitor. Get multiple monitors. It's going to help you. With the multiple monitors, you can have homework on one, your notes, your ebook on the other, and all of that. I cannot stress enough, get multiple monitors. It's going to help you. Make sure you have a nice, cozy office or place where you can do your homework away from everybody. get headphones, get in the zone, be comfortable. When you're comfortable, then it's just going to make that whole homework and online um, quiz stake and everything else, it's just going to make it a lot better for you. So make sure you have a comfortable place. One of the things that I found that really helped me was to gather up the resources online and make a folder and bookmark all those resources. So if I had a class on math and I had a class on reading, whatever it was, I would get resources, I would bookmark it. So when you take these classes, go online and get help. And when you find help, bookmark those pages, create a folder with those pages for that class, and basically, get things in order, organize yourself. Bookmark things that you think are going to help you throughout your semester. Let's say it's an online calculator for your math class. Bookmark that online calculator. If it's a formula that you need that makes more sense than the book, bookmark that formula. So gather up resources, and as you go on through your semester, you're going to find more resources. Bookmark those resources, put them on a folder, on a bookmark folder, and that's going to further help you with your classes. Without a doubt, it's very hard to go back to school, especially if you have a family, if you have a job, if you've been out of school for a very long time like I have. But at the end, it's worth it, and you can do it. You just got to take things one step at a time, stick to a schedule, make sure you apply yourself, make sure you read the syllabus, and I encourage you to do it because I know you can do it. You know you can do it. You just need that little push, and you're going to be on your way to bigger and better things. And I think what you're going to find out is that eventually it's going to click, you're going to get into a groove, and you're going to tell yourself, you know what? Thank God I did it. I'm here, and it's the best choice I ever made. Once you get that diploma, it's going to open up more doors and more opportunity for you, and it's well worth it for your future, your family's future. And all you had to do was push yourself. If you found this video helpful, put a like, leave a comment. Let me know if this video has encouraged you to go back to school, if it has set your mind at ease a little bit, if it has calmed your nerves, and if it has helped you take that next step to a better and more prosperous you. Thank you for watching. See you on the next one.